Okay, number 1 on 5b, we've got x over 5 plus x over 2 equals 7. Underline the 7, but don't put anything under it. So you need common denominators. The tops, I don't need any parentheses, I just drop those. Bottoms, I do not need in parentheses, so I'll drop them. Okay, so common denominator, well, we got 5 and 2. 5, I got 1, 0, 0. So if I bring a 5 here and a 5 here, I'm good with 5s. I have one factor of 5 on each bottom. Factors of 2, 0, 1, 0. So times 2, put the 2 in front of the x, times 2, right there. Now the common denominator is 10, so we can get, but we don't need it, okay? Not when you're solving, okay? If you're just adding two things, you'll need it. You need to write it down there, but not when I'm solving. So I have 2x plus 5x equals 7 times 5 times 2, which is 70. So we need to add our x's because they're on the same side. So that's 7x equals 70. I divide by 7, and we get 10. X is 10. And you can check your answer. If you go 10 divided by 5, that's 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. 2 plus 5 is 7. So that makes sense. Okay, number 2. 2x over 3 plus negative 1 over 2 equals 2x plus 5. So again, you don't have common denominators. You need to arrange your fractions so you have them. Now your tops, don't need a parentheses there, drop it. Don't need one there, drop it. You need one here because there's a plus within the expression, but you just drop it after the parentheses is there. Bottom, drop, drop, and then nothing. That's empty for now. Don't put a 1 there, you're wasting time. A denominator with 1 is kind of senseless when common denominators. So 3 and 2. Those are the two common denominator factors to worry about. So 3, got 1, 0, 0. So I'll put times 3 times 3. Put a 3, put a 3. Okay, 2, 0, 1, 0. So I times by 2. Remember, put the stuff in front of the x. Will work better. Times 2 and put it in front of the parentheses. Okay, so now you have common denominators. So in the first one, you have the product of 2 times 2x, that's 4x. Then negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. Then over here, first you got times a 2 by the 3, 6, and with that plus, you have to distribute 6 to those separately. So it's going to be 12x plus 30. And it's a linear equation, so there'd be just one answer. So pick one of your x's. I usually pick the smaller one and add or subtract that from the larger one. So it's negative 3. That's 8x plus 30. Then minus your 30. That's negative 33 equals 8x, and I divide by 8. Now you can divide that, or you can just leave it negative 33 over 8. I don't care, okay? You can also, I don't think that goes on forever. Negative 4.125, you can ABC it, and it gives you a mixed number, negative 4 and 1/8. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, number 3. 5 over 3x plus 5 over 4x equals the integer 5, so I just underline it. Got to get those common denominators when you have 3 ratios, okay? So common denominator. So 5, 5, and 5, okay? Drop those down. Obviously, we wouldn't need a parentheses. Don't need a parentheses there. It's 3 times x. Put a dot. Dots don't make parentheses. 4 dot x, and then that's empty. So on bottom I have a 3, an x, a 4, and another x, but I already have a category for x's. 3, I got 1, 0, 0. So I'm going to times 3 times 3 times 3. x, 1, 1, 0. So I guess at 0 I just put a factor of x there. And on top. Okay, 4, 0, 1, 0. So times 4, times 4, times 4, times 4. Now the bottom can be disregarded. Okay, so 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 3 is 15. And over here, 4 times 5 is 20, times 3 is 60. It'd be 60x though. Okay? So that's going to be 60x, and then I can add those two. Those are both c terms, so 35. So only one answer. We just divide by the 60. Remember to divide by the right number. It's a coefficient in front of the x. So you can write 35 over 60. That's acceptable. You can also divide 35 by 60 and put that, I guess, or you can ABC it and it reduces it to 7/12. Okay. All right, number 4, last one. If I can get this before my battery dies. 5x over 4 plus negative 3 over x equals 1/4. Okay, so the tops don't need a parentheses there, not there or there. Bottom, no parentheses, no parentheses, no parentheses. So for the common denominator, I just got to worry about 4's and x's. So 4, 1, 0, 1. Okay, so you need to put a 4 there and there. Now x's, you got 0, 1, 0. Put it to the second power if there's already 1 there. Okay, now all those go away. And what do we have? Well, we got 5x to the second, negative 12, and 1x. Now it's a quadratic equation because it has 2 answers. So A, B, C. Minus the 1x. You don't have anything over there that it goes with, so it goes here. But when you rewrite it, it's 5x squared minus 1x minus 12 equals 0. Okay, let's see if the, I'm going to do my b squared, my discriminant, to see if I have to waste time with the t-chart or if I just go to the quadratic formula. If I get a decimal, I'm going right to the quadratic formula. So b is negative 1. Keep the ABC label. Raised to the second minus 4, 5, punch it in right, negative 12. Yeah, definitely the t-chart's not going to work. So quadratic formula, opposite of b, plus or minus the square root, b squared minus 4ac, b squared minus 4ac over 2a, over 2a. Okay, so the opposite of minus 1 is 1, and on bottom we got 2 times 5, which is 10. Now in the discriminant we have b, which is negative 1, 4, a is 5, c is negative 12. Now we got to figure out what's in that square root. Make 2 of them. First you take negative 1 times itself, that is positive 1. 4 times 5 times negative 12 is negative 60. Plus 61, and the square root of the number 61 is 7.81. So just put that above your square root and now you're good. You're going to take 1 plus 7.81 divide by 10, 0.881, 0.88, and then 1 minus 7.81 equals, divide by 10, negative 0.68. Okay?